We're ready. Okay. All right, Manuel Noriega. All right, I feel like switching it up a little bit. I saw there was a person on here, so we can look up somebody instead of like a bunch of chemicals and drugs and pharmaceuticals and sciencey stuff. We take a little break from that, maybe learn about some history. So Manuel Noriega. Um, I've learned about him in history. He was in one of the Black Ops games. All I know is this dude was a dick. So let's find out more about him. What else was he besides an ass? Besides a huge a-hole. Let's find out. Manuel Noriega was a Panamanian military officer and dictator who was the de facto ruler of Panama from 1983 to 1989. He never held the official title of president, but controlled the country through a series of puppet presidents. Rise to power. Noriega began his military career in the Panamanian National Guard and rose through the ranks as a close associate of General Omar Torrijos, Panama's then leader. After Torrijos' death in 1981, Noriega consolidated his power, becoming the commander of the Panamanian Defense Forces in 1983. He used his position to control the government and suppress political opponents, media, and any dissent. Noriega's regime was known for its corruption, human rights abuses, and involvement in the international drug trade. Downfall and capture. Initially, the U.S. had a complex relationship with Noriega, as he was a paid informant for the CIA and a valuable asset in Latin America. However, his drug trafficking activities and increasingly brutal rule led to his indictment in the U.S. in 1988 on drug related charges. In December 1989, President George H.W. Bush launched Operation Just Cause and a military invasion of Panama with the primary goal of removing Noriega from power. After seeking refuge in the Vatican embassy, Noriega surrendered to U.S. forces in January 1990. He was extradited to the U.S. and convicted of drug trafficking, money laundering, and racketeering. Noriega was the first foreign head of state to be convicted in a U.S. court. After serving time in the U.S. and France, he was extradited back to Panama in 2011 to serve sentences for murder and other crimes. He died in 2017. They're in prison, I'm assuming. I don't know. It doesn't specify, but more footage. I'm going to go ahead and check that out. I'll spare you from that, but I'm going to check that out right now.